Reactions has continued to trail over plan by the ABUJA Investment Company Limited, the investment arm of the Federal Capital Territory Administration (FCTA), to remodel Kado Fish Market in Life Camp, GWARINPA District, Abuja. In this documentary, we shall be taking a look at the pros and cons of the remodeling plan of Kado Fish Market, Abuja. The popular Kado Fish Market in Abuja is located in GWARINPA District. The market was established by the then FCT Minister, General Jeremiah Hussaini of blessed memory, in 1994 to forestall disease outbreak and epidemic that may result from the uncoordinated sale of fish in unhygienic condition and environment with regards to roadside and junctions within the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. However, the market formally took off in 2004 when former FCT Minister Malam Nasir El-Rufai-led administration relocated the traders who were scattered across the nation's capital to represent the Kado Fish Market. Ever since the visit of some delegates from ABUJA Investment Company Limited, led by the Group Managing Director, Dr. Maureen Tamuno, to Kado Fish Market, who engaged stakeholders of the market on government plan to remodel the market, the revelation has been greeted with mixed feelings.
Redevelopment of the market, there is a need to interface with the stakeholders, which is the Market Association.
While some traders are ready to welcome the developments, many are skeptical about government sincerity in achieving such without being thrown out of business. The chairman of Kado Fish Market, Abuja, who doubles as the Secretary General of National Association of Nigerian Traders, NANS, FCT chapter, who happens to be one of the only traders to operate in the market, Alhaji Ibrahim Mohammed, gave an overview of the market.
In terms of infrastructure, the ABUJA Investment, or the FCDA, who are the original owners, the Fishery Department, who are the original owners of this market, has put down infrastructure for us before we, the traders, came in. And since then, it is the infrastructure that they left behind that has been existing. No touch, no improvement on them. So, in terms of infrastructure of Kado Fish Market, is zero. In terms of sanitation, we as a union, we have devised a means of doing sanitation on a weekly basis, every Thursday. It used to be once every week, but because as the market get bigger and more complicated, we decide to increase the sanitation. So we now have our sanitation days twice in a month, every Thursday, the first week of Thursday and the last week of the month.
Alhaji Ibrahim said he was not against the idea of remodeling the market, but called on ABUJA Investment Company Limited not to sideline the Market Association, whom he said are the end users of the market, as their ideas and opinions matter. He stated that the prototype presented by the ABUJA Investment Company Limited for the purpose of remodeling the market was not an ideal one, as such template or prototype would not serve the interests of the traders.
What they want to do is just to build an ordinary market for us. We came here in 2004 when El-Rufai government decided that there was no need for all the fish folk to be going around the market, going around FCT, hanging their fish and selling. So we decided that there's a fish market that has been built for us, and we now move in and commission this market in March 2004 and asked us, stay here and do your business and become rich and contribute to the per capita income of FCT and the country as a large, and we have been here.
On his part, the Chairman Catfish Sellers Association and Vice Chairman Kado Fish Market Abuja, Malam Aminu Adamu, while x-raying the situation, explained that such action by the government will have a multiplying effect in the labor market.
You can see the movement or the activity of the market or the section fiberglasses, and the number of buses are supplying. Daily, they are supplying 40 to 50 tons daily. This market helps Nigerians for employment. You can see our youth. When they finish school, no work, they will come and join us. Today, we have more than 15,000 youths. This market is supplying 6 states: Benue, Plateau, Kaduna, Nasarawa, daily. So, if you see, you can see the quantity of fish is coming to the market daily. Also, we help all Nigerian farmers. We help the catfish farmers to market their fish, to market their products. This market is heart of Nigerian catfish farmers. They don't have any other place in this country where they are supplied in large quantity.
We are not happy at all because it will not favor us. Because we need the place that will be big so that the thing will make us plenty, because some people need to come in. We have youth plenty where they finish school, but there's no work for them. So we need people, we need the place that will be big. If they want to rebuild it, so that they will rebuild it the way they will favor us. Both we catfish and people they are selling frozen food, you understand? Because all the people they used to come here from different states to come and buy fish, live fish and frozen food. So we need the place, make them build it so that it will favor everybody.
The Chairman and Chief Executive Officer, Allah Inaso Nigeria Limited, and the President, Abuja Frozen Foods and Fish Sellers Association, AFOSA, Alhaji Mohammed Salifu Abdullahi, weigh into the situation.
It's all about to understanding of what it terms as remodeling, because the word remodeling is two words. It has base and preface. Yes, because the base is re. The preface is model. So it means there is a model existing already. What is it that they want to add to the existing structure that it is not there? And what extent do we look at this remodeling? And how is the government looking into the lease of the existing owners of the property or occupants? What are the packages? How is the government intend to alleviate the suffering that will come with all of this project? These are very critical because when the government is about the people should be at the center. And the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu always put the people's first. Therefore, we expect the government to roll out the packages to be people-oriented and people that...
Why urging government to address pressing issues in the market, such as inadequacy of electricity supply, Alhaji Salifu stated that the epileptic power supply has brought lots of losses to the traders.
There are a lot of challenges. It ranges from the inadequacy of electricity supply. We encounter a lot of losses. When this happened, we lost so much money when electricity was not supplied.
Meanwhile, one of the traders in the market, Chief Uzo Innocent, who was visibly angry with the development, called on government to reconsider their decision to remodel the market, stating that such will further stretch unemployment in the nation's capital with devastating consequences.
I don't have any place to go. This is the only shop that I have here. And when they push us or they are coming for the demolition, we won't find it very easy because you can see the situation of Nigeria now. Hunger is everywhere. So I don't know where we'll go before they remodel this very place.
Expressing her frustration over the proposed plan by the ABUJA Investment Company Limited to remodel the Kado fish market, Mrs. Comforto Keke has advised the company to trade with caution, as such move is capable of disrupting electricity supply in the market, which will invariably lead to loss of billions of naira worth of goods and property.
Our code room is not something you just say, let me move these people out to nearby market or this, that. It's not like yam. You can sell yam anywhere. Our market is only the market that was open partially during COVID-19 because of the sensitivity of the business. It's not something you abandon or shift. It's cold room. It has to do with lights. The preparation, it depends on them. You know why I said them? They have to prepare a place for us. It's not overnight business or overnight job. They cannot just come if they have to be sensitive to us, because this is my place. Why I said it's my place is that I come to this place 6 a.m., I close 6 a.m. It's like a home to me. Why will you just come overnight and displace me? How do I take care of my family? It's not going to be an easy thing to me, because then you are going to shatter my dream. And taking care of my children is going to be a problem, because this is where I get my daily bread.
Honorable Safia Ibrahim Ogo was among cross-section of traders and customers who aired their views on the remodeling plan by the FCTA.
Kado fish market needs to be well organized, because Nigeria is a global city, and of course if we get it right in the Federal Capital Territory here in Abuja, Africa will get it right, because Nigeria is central. Well, they should do it with a human face. They should consider the plight of the sellers, because this is their handwork and this is their daily bread.
Well, I don't feel too good about it, because I'm just a buyer in the market, but this is the market that will come to shop. And we look at the situation of the country, the way everything is going now, it's going to affect a lot of family.
Well, we've been thinking about that, because the nomenclature remodeling is, we can't understand. We would have liked to keep a legacy. The legacy is to improve what is on ground and get more people. Each year I hear that there's no employment. I wish I have a time to advise the federal government. What you are seeing at my back can employ over 5,000 people without complaining. What you see at my back. And if there's a space, people are ready. There are professionals that can do it. If a fish can give you up to 20 to 50,000, only one fish, imagine what will happen when we have 2, 3, 4 fish. The people will not, the government will not be looking for where to buy it. This is the cheapest source of protein to humanity in the whole world.
A visit to the Department of Fisheries, Aquaculture, Agric and Rural Development Secretariat of the FCTA to get government side of the story. Mr. Dabi Jonah Sabo, who is the acting director of the department, explained that though government has contracted a project to Abuja Investment Company Limited, he however advised that traders should not be shortchanged in the entire process.
Our role now is purely quality control and inspection of fish and fisheries products in Kado fish market. We are not against remodeling of Kado fish market. Simply why? Because nothing is static. Life is dynamic, and so when there is need to remodel, we are fully in support. What makes us now to be curious about is how the process, the remodeling is going about. We don't want any trader to be shortchanged. So we want every trader to be carried along in the remodeling process.
Kado Fish Market is famous for being the biggest fish and poultry food market in the north-central region of Nigeria, supplying fish and poultry needs of more than 6 states and FCT. The market is located in the heart of Abuja, spanning 1.8 hectares, an area now deemed grossly inadequate for over-increasing number of traders and fishery activities. While the market remains congested with more prospective traders seeking for shops to do business, the market has the following features and facilities: admin block, cold room and warehouse, lock-up shop, restaurants, telecom center, public conveniences, a police post, open stores, ample parking area, and relatively steady electricity. When asked about their vision for an ideal Kado fish market against the prototype presented by ABUJA Investment Company Limited, traders were unanimous in their response: more expansive and purpose-built trading spaces. They envisage a wide space dedicated to the sale of vegetables, foodstuffs, and provisions. Meat sellers also emphasized the need for a more spacious and hygienic environment to carry out their operations. Cold room operators called for dedicated and better ventilated cold storage spaces to preserve frozen foods efficiently, and a larger cold room facility that can accommodate 10 to 20,000 tons of frozen foods. For sellers of live fish, fingerlings and feeds, fish feeds and poultry feeds, accessibility and water infrastructure remains critical. They recommend a well-ventilated, water-equipped section built for aquatic products. Importantly, traders advise that these 4 important key segments, vegetables and foodstuffs, meats, cold rooms, and live fish, be strategically located on the ground floor. This, they said, is essential due to the weight of the goods and the extensive use of water in these areas, ensuring both ease of access and operational efficiency. At fisheries, frozen foods activity continue to expand. Traders in Kado Fish Market have voiced strong concerns over the Federal Capital Territories Administration's plan to remodel the existing market structure. Instead, they are calling for a more forward-thinking approach. The development of a new, larger capacity market on a site no less than 5 hectares. Such a project, they argue, would not only accommodate all traders, but also would ensure a more efficient and orderly flow of trade, in line with the market growing relevance within the Federal Capital Territory, such that it will serve as a tourist destination for citizens of other countries to visit and emulate.